You're live. Hello, everybody. Avengers Assemble, sir. We're doing the 2012 Marvel Cinematic Universe masterpiece, Marvel's The Avengers, the 10-year anniversary. Hey, John Avenger fan, Sonic the Hedgehog. I finally going to do this one. I've been dying to do this. I love this movie. This is the reason I got my YouTube name because of this freaking movie. And let's get started. The movie's over 2 hours long, so let's get started on this masterpiece, shall we? Can't wait to see Multiverse of Madness in a couple of days. This is the first ensemble film that Marvel made, in the MCU before after X-Men. Here we go. Ooh. I saw this in the theater and it was packed. A lot of applause. Hey, Jay Shads. I know I was supposed to start the podcast at 12, but I had to go out today. When this started, I had chills. It was like Star Wars, before Disney got greedy and bought it out. There's Loki. This movie's amazing, man. I love this movie so much. Michael Richardson as Galactus. That would be great. What's up, Iron Lantern? The anticipation for this movie, I was just dying, man. All the trailers and all the TV spots and everything, it just led up to this masterpiece. The first MCU movie to make $1 billion. With DC, they only did that with The Dark Knight at that time. This movie made more money because it's better. Shorter. There's Maria Hill. Kobe Smulders. There's Samuel Jackson. He's coming back for Secret Invasion. Bill Coulson, played by Clark Gregg. I didn't finish Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was way too long. Yeah, and I prefer Kobe Smulders over Lily. Sorry. I prefer her. I saw her first, so suck it. I'm not going to get vaccinated. I did. I'm not a pussy. Of course, the sequels came in an unprecedented way, yeah. And all of them made over $1 billion. Where's DC's version of that? Even the Batman, as great as it was, it didn't make $1 billion because it's too long. People just don't want to sit in the theater for 3 hours. There's a Stellan Skarsgård, which has the worst CGI, Genesis or Speed Racer? Genesis. Speed Racer was just too seizure-inducing. His nest. Oh. There's Hawkeye. Yeah, his show was a lot better than Moon Knight. He went from a side character in this movie to his own show, which had a great follow-up. And, you had a great Kate Bishop and Haley Steinfeld. She proved herself, unlike Yelena last year. Where was Yelena in this movie? A little girl? This is when Loki showed up. People started clapping a lot. It's amazing, man. Everything in this movie just works. Even the post-credit scene, when people saw Thanos, they were dropped. They were like, "What?" They're gonna be like that on Friday night when I go see Multiverse of Madness. Because he got snapped away, John Avenger fan. Moon Knight is just too weird. It's too metaphysical. It's too weird. It's way too long, and it's boring at times. Seeing Oscar Isaac do two different accents and going is not what I wanted. And Moon Knight's barely in the show. It's just Oscar Isaac running away from things and screaming. That's it. Good performance is just too. It's too weird. Miss Marvel better be better. Tom Hiddleston, yeah, great villain. This movie almost got an R rating for the blood. Spider-Man Anniversary, I did a podcast for that last year, so you can see that on my channel. And Loki didn't die, yeah. Of course he didn't. He didn't die in Thor. He never dies. Even in Infinity War, when he gets killed, they have another a loophole. I'll Do It Myself definitely paid off. Yeah, it was called a payoff. People were upset because that Hawkeye's a villain for most of the movie, but again, we didn't see that coming. Him and Dr. Selvig. This movie just... Tomorrow I'm doing Star Wars, A New Hope of Asgard. In your stiletto live stream, what did you mean by put Little Sims out of his misery? Again, I'm joking, guys. Get over it. I'm not everything I say is taken seriously. Out of anger, I say weird things. I didn't know he was a little black kid. It's just, if I knew he was 14, I was like, yeah. Or 13 or 14, I would have just given him a shot. Because he's a kid. He can't even go to the theater alone to see an R-rated movie. The other thing. This film was leading up to something. That's why the Avengers didn't assemble in the first 5 minutes, because again, it's building up. We all knew that. You also said you were going to call the cops on him again. It was a freaking joke, okay? Get over it. But again, if I'd known he was a 12-year-old boy, I wouldn't have said anything. I thought he was 18 or older. He's not. He doesn't even live in New York, so what do I know? The 10 Fast and Furious called Fast 10 X. I know. Justin Lin already left. Why do people think that everything I say is serious? Yeah. Here we go. And there won't be an Avenger. Even if there is an Avengers 5, it won't be like this. This set the standard for superhero movies. Like, yes, they can be big epics. Hey, Sonic, I saw you earlier. That was the Avengers base, but they broke it. Mm-hmm. And I've had that poster in my room for 10 years, too. It's not in mint condition, but it's still, I can still display it. What year do you think Avengers 5 will come out? Probably 2025, 2027 or something. It's going to take a while because they've been setting things up. And the pandemic didn't help anybody. It stalled everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are at war. We are at war. What we do, here comes the title. Oh, yeah, buddy. Da, 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 da. Awesome. I'm going to mute this part. Awesome freaking opening. And the music from Alan Silvestri is amazing. This one scene with Black Widow is better than her entire movie. I'm saying it right now. All of this scene when she's interrogated on the chair, as SpongeBob, would anybody top Tom Kenny? No. That's why they won't recast him. Yeah, this one scene. Because this scene, I would say it could have been cut, but no. It's just to show these idiots that Black Widow can't speak Russian. Yelena barely speaks it, and she uses it to attack her sister, her so-called sister. And that's the thing. We didn't need that. Nobody gave a shit about Yelena. The guys that did were just horny guys that wanted to stick their dick into anything. The famous Black Widow. The only Black Widow, to me. Another pretty face? Yeah, of course. Scarlett Johansson has the most gorgeous face in the world. You know, for a blonde woman. You're never going to top that, Florence. Never. This one scene is better than her entire movie because that wasn't her movie. It was the Yelena show, and nobody gave a shit about that. There's the phone. For her. Yeah, they were stupid enough to... You listen carefully. This is great. Again, it's a funny scene. And she breaks out of this chair by herself. She doesn't need anybody's help. How come an Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Scarlet Record won't happen? I'm sorry. That voice is freaking a siren song compared to this other girl. I'm going to have to put it on hold. Watch this. This is awesome. She breaks out of this chair by herself. She doesn't have a knife to break herself out of. So suck it, Black Widow movie. Now, again, not Scarlett Johansson's fault. She didn't write or direct the movie. It's so hot. Again, I would love to see Elena try to break herself out of a chair, you binto. There's only one Black Widow, and that's her. That's why girls dress up as her and not the discount Dollar Tree version, who isn't even a redhead. She's a freaking blonde. The Avengers every day. And she takes her shoes. That's so sexy. No, the other big guy. It's a one watch. It's not. It is not a movie I want to own because Spider-Man is a Marvel character and Alvin and the Chipmunks is Nickelodeon. I know that the movies were Fox, but that was before the Fox merger and before COVID, so there won't be because you can't have a cartoon that's on Nickelodeon that's not a Fox property. Oh, this is the Indian scene with Mira, where her dad is sick, and she talks to Mark Ruffalo, who replaced Edward Norton. I do feel sorry for this little girl. She's so cute. And see, this scene is a lot shorter than the one with the Russians. I just love these intros. This is how you do it the correct way, Justice League. And I like the Snyder Cut, but it's way too long. This movie is only 2 hours and 20 minutes. The Snyder Cut is almost 4 hours. It is way too long. Yes, the Batman was long, but it was not 4 hours long, guys. I ran out of popcorn, but that's okay. And people hate Joss Whedon, but yet he made this masterpiece. I can't hate him, guys. So he screwed up Justice League. It wasn't his fault. Snyder couldn't finish it and had to disappear, and then it took 4 years to make the Snyder Cut and the reshoots because they had to reshoot it. It's not like the Snyder Cut existed in 2017. It didn't. He just didn't finish it. Sometimes when you don't finish a movie, you got to have somebody else do it for you. And Whedon was just not the guy for the DC universe because it was so dark and bipolar. Shield, yeah. Now it's Sword. If you've seen WandaVision. TMNT and Spider-Man. Again, you can't have a DC or you can't have TMNT is owned by Nickelodeon. John Avenger fan, there's rights issues. This is why you'll never have the Justice League versus the Avengers unless they come to an agreement. Other guy says no. Actually, it was 4 years, Natasha. In the last movie, The Incredible Hulk was 2008. And Ruffalo was a good Hulk. Avengers every day, because again, it didn't need a director's cut to be a great movie. Or Age of Ultron. You are so yummy, Jessica Johansson. See, she didn't have to do the stupid accent because that sounds cartoonish, guys. Doing an accent in a movie like this, in a big budget blockbuster, it takes me out of the experience. Eternals, this is why you failed critically, because nobody cared about you. I still don't know the characters. Jesus Christ. He screams out of nowhere. Futurama and Rick and Morty crossover. I think that's Fox. I don't know, but I don't know if Futurama was on Cartoon Network. Again, rights issues. Other guy. So that we're surrounding the building. I'm kind of glad Mark replaced Ed Norton because even Ed Norton was a great inventor. He was difficult to work with. Yeah, and he would have been difficult to work with in this movie. He would have wanted half of the screen time. And Robert Downey Jr., he's one of the main focuses in the movie when he shows up. And Loki season 2, it better not be weird like this, because that was the first MCU show that was like, okay, you lost me. This tone doesn't fit the rest of the MCU. Shrek and Kung Fu Panda. Well, that could work because that's a they're in the same one, DreamWorks. Yes, it is. This movie is their movie. It's not the freaking background characters. People have known better than to stop freaking making movies that are not about the main characters. Eternals was about the Eternals, but I still don't know who they are, and they were boring, and there was too much exposition. And your two leads have all the charisma of oil and peanut butter, like motor oil and peanut butter, not cottonseed oil. Here comes Cap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Memorial Day's in a couple of weeks, man. See, these are called introductions. Look it up. Chris Evans is going to be the new Buzz Lightyear. You better not fuck that movie up, Disney, or I'm done with you. Which TMNT movie was more of the spirit of the 80s cartoon? The first one or the second one? Probably the first one, but still, the second one is a great sequel. Haley Atwell. Iron Man is my favorite. Yeah, he's still my favorite, too. Hell yeah, buddy. This is the first scene they showed at the end of Captain America: First Avenger. I got to rewatch that movie again. I got to do a podcast for it. If there's a Bob's Burgers movie, would you want a Rick and Morty movie? Oh yeah, definitely. Trying to save it. And these actors, this is the perfect casting. You cannot do a better casting than this, Marvel. I'm sorry. But most of your shows, other than WandaVision, a lot of your other shows failed. Well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good, but like I said, mainly because you got actors we recognize. Some of the new faces didn't do it for me after that show. Because in Loki, I didn't give a shit about the girl Loki. She's a Binto. I don't care. In What If, it's animated. I didn't care about the replacement actors that voiced the cartoons. And also with Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, I liked because it's Haley Steinfeld. She's already been in a Marvel property with Into the Spider-Verse. Here we go. There's Tony Stark, Iron Man, the one with the biggest ego, but still, his presence is still in the MCU because they keep mentioning him. They mentioned him in the last two Spider-Man movies, and even in his technology is still there. I mean, for crying out loud, No Way Home had a machine that was Stark Industries that created this thing so that they could fix the villains. There he is. How would you rank the Toy Story movies? The second one, the first one, the fourth one, and then the third one. There. I still think 3 is the weakest because it's just it's way too dramatic. There's Robert Downey Jr., man. Still the best, man. No one will ever be a better Iron Man. Don't you dare put Tom Cruise as a multiverse version of Tony Stark, because he'll never be Tony Stark. There's a reason he's never just a cameo in these movies. He has even in Homecoming, he's got a substantial role, as a supporting role, but he's still there. There's Jarvis's voice. Stark, yeah. What about a Family Guy movie? I don't know if it's too late. It might be. Yeah, Paul Bettany went from being Jarvis to being Vision, so I think he got a good deal. The 2007 Ninja Turtles in 2012? I don't know. Because they're rebooting the Turtles again. You saw she's got shaved legs and no shoes. You're never gonna find another actor to replace Iron Man. I'm sorry, you can't. That's why they're doing Iron Heart as an MCU show, because there's no way she can replace Iron Man. She just can't. Whoever it is will not replace Iron Man. It'll just be her own thing. He's the best thing in these movies, in all the films. Phil. And his first name is Agent. By the way, unlike the X-Men movies, these films have continuity. They keep the continuity of all the other films. Why didn't they make a sequel to Stiletto? Because it was direct to video, and Stana Katic, I guess, wasn't a bankable star at the time. She was just, a TV actress at that time. And that was the same year she did that god awful The Spirit. Again, not her fault. I blame Frank Miller and the writers. Yeah, I'm self-serving, says those who play well at others. There's a reason that all of these movies have made $1 billion and the Justice League did not. So let me guess, Iron Man is like Han Solo or Indiana Jones, where you can't replace him. Yes, exactly. You cannot replace him physically. Voice acting wise, you can, but physical, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. You will never replace him, ever. Why do people put a time on when they ask for spinoffs? No, that was last week. We're in a new month. It's May. If you say it 4 times, then I block it, because I don't want to read the same thing 4 times. He is the GOAT, exactly. There's never going to be another Iron Man. Like, there's a reason they didn't make Spider-Man Iron Man, because he's not Iron Man. That's why in the next movie, no more Iron Spider suit. We got it in several movies already. We got it in Infinity War. We got it in Far From Home. We got it in Endgame and in No Way Home. We don't need it again. We need a new spider suit. I want to see Miles' hoodie and his black suit, red and black suit. That's what I want to see. You don't even have to show Miles in the costume. Just show the suit. People will go crazy. He might even be in Multiverse. They could show his costume. Multiverse is going to be on Avengers level because it's a May release. We haven't had an MCU movie in May in a long freaking time, guys. Yeah. Even the last 2 Avengers movies came out in April, not May. So I think the last one was this one, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Because 2019, there was nothing. 2020, COVID happened, so there was nothing. Last year, they pushed Black Widow from May to July. Again, fuck you for that. It wasn't worth their wait. How are they going to get the Galactus into a CGI model when he's a huge villain? Yeah. Hey, Electric Dino. Yes, you are. Captain America was replaced, but here's the thing. Anthony Mackie was in it he was in the MCU long enough to earn that spot. So I'm not upset. Oh, there's a black Captain America. Again, different. He's not copying Steve Rogers. But with Iron Man, there's only one. There could be only one, and that is Robert Downey Jr. You can never replace him. Just like with Scarlett Johansson. She's the Black Widow. Not Olivia Diabo in Ultimate Avengers. Not freaking Binto. No, she's the only one. She is the one woman. Nickelodeon and the Cartoon Network crossover. No. That's not going to happen because, again, rights issues. This is why you don't get like Teen Titans Go and Loud House, because again, you need to have permission. This scene was cool. These makeup effects are amazing, and the CGI. Pew! Suck it, Avatar. The Way of Water. Yeah, you're gonna be a 4-hour bore fest. This is a masterpiece. You're never gonna be better than this. This is why Endgame beats you for like a year, and then he has like 7 fingers. Amazing effects, man. I was a king. Eat an apple. Yeah, this guy's like the Emperor, but unlike something in the Rise of Skywalker, he doesn't come out of nowhere. They wanted to wait too late to make a second Avatar. Yeah, Avatar, not Aviator. You spelled it wrong. Age of Ultron and Endgame is better than War. Yeah. Infinity War is the weakest one only because of the ending. Just because of the ending. What's this? A giant snake creature? And it looked like a creature. Yeah, I don't know if it's a snake, but yeah. I got chills, man. It's fine, Jay Shaz. Spelling wrong is not going to bother me as much as John Avenger fan that keeps saying a crossover. Just talk about the movie, please. You are so yummy. I can't take it. I can't. If I meet her, I might spin around in circles because I'm going to be like, oh my god. I heard Lightyear might have a same-sex kiss. I know, but I don't care. Disney wants to pander. And this cast has the chemistry that was missing in movies like Eternals, Suicide Squad, and the theatrical cut of Justice League. Those felt manufactured. This is natural. Scarlett Johansson did the sequel. She did Age of Ultron while pregnant. So suck it, Florence. No guy's going to want to touch you. I know that's mean, but I don't care. It was the helicarrier for the first time. Yes, they had the helicarriers in Deadpool. There's the turbines. We're almost an hour in. Oh no, this is way much worse. Yeah. Some people said the score in this movie is forgettable. Yeah, listen to it again, and people recognize that. It's real music. You're so gorgeous, girl. You're so gorgeous. I never said that about Florence in anything. She's boring. She looks like a 16-year-old girl. I was so into Endgame that I was dancing in the theater. That's how much I didn't care. My inhibitions were gone. That's gonna happen in 3 days when I see Multiverse of Madness. I am pumped, man. Oh, so pumped. Because that movie's gonna be so badass. April O'Neil or Mary Jane Watson. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. They're both staples of my childhood in both the 80s cartoon and also the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. And I'm more of a brunette guy than a redhead guy. Give him $10. The Avengers is definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies and one of my time favorite films. Yeah, it's right up there with. This is like my lineup. You have the original Star Wars trilogy is 1, 2, and 3. Then you have Avengers and Endgame. That's a tie, and then you have Age of Ultron at number 5. Of all freaking time, guys. There's a reason this movie gave me purpose on YouTube. I just saw the Northman, great movie. Yeah, it's a Vikings movie, but it's way too dark for me, and too long. It was only made because the director wanted to do a period piece. I'm talking about the Ninja Turtles 2014 cartoon from the Spider-Man 2 PS4 game. Again, rights issues. Spider-Man is Sony and Ninja Turtles is Nickelodeon. They own the rights to the Ninja Turtles, not Sony. Yeah, I saw that in the theater. When I saw Loki get slammed, I was laughing my ass off and I clapped out loud. I love these movies, guys. That's why with Eternals, I was like, plus, Loki was actually a charming villain. We didn't have anything like that here's Hawkeye's arrow. Oh yeah. At least they did something with Hawkeye's character in the second movie and in Civil War, and definitely when he was in Endgame. Yeah, he has more development than half of the characters in Eternals. Mario and Sonic crossover. They've already done that. Puny God, yeah, awesome. I couldn't even hear the line because I was laughing so much. You're up. Oh yeah. Oh hooray for the red, white, and blue. Oh hooray for the red, white, and blue. This is Germany. Yeah, just like in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, where they go to the opera. This movie just looks like a film. It doesn't look like a video game. Shakespeare in the Park. Yeah, I love that scene. I love this movie. It just every scene has something for the eyes or for the ears. Other than the two subtitle scenes in the beginning with Black Widow and with the Hulk, yeah, it's still pretty good. Awesome classic costume. The cap is a little bit weird. It looks like a swimming cap, but that's the only movie that they have it. Excuse me. Yep, he's down. Oh, yep, he got hit with an arrow. DC, you better get on your A game because you don't have any summer movies. All you have is that stupid dog movie, DC Super Pets, which I'm sorry. If that's your biggest summer movie, then I don't want to see it. Not in the theater. The Batman, you blowed your load too early because that was a big movie in the theater, major freaking epic. It's way better than the Amazing Spider-Man and Snorstick, yeah, because again, that worked. Amazing Spider-Man was boring. There was no excuse for that movie. It was a reboot no one asked for with an actor that no one asked for at the time. Yes, he was good in No Way Home because he didn't have a lot of screen time. Yep, he puts the thing right in his face. PG-13 movie. This is not a movie meant for kids. If people said this is a kids movie, yeah. See all the blood in this movie and an Endgame, and you're going to say it's not a kids movie. This music is amazing. It's classical music. That's when Loki gets his costume. It's amazing. How come nobody asked for the Amazing Spider-Man? For what? To do a podcast? I don't own that movie. Awesome costume, man. He's got those horns. This is a cinematic epic, guys. There's a reason it gets talked about in a lot of podcasts and a lot of film forums, and in general. I mean, I think this movie is gonna be preserved in the film registry because of how significant it is today. We don't get movies like this anymore. For every Avengers, we get like 5 Eternals that are just completely suck ass. Hopefully, Multiverse is like this. I'm hoping that it is. I said, Neil! There is no Neil here. Loki is definitely one of the best villains. He is. He's got a lot of charm, and he's just got screen presence. Tom Hiddleston just owns it. Today is the 20th anniversary of the original Spider-Man. I did a podcast for it. I give The Witch is an A, The Lighthouse is an A+, and Northam is an A-. If DC Super Pets are the biggest summer movie, then I'm sorry. What do you mean? You mean because Kevin Hart is in it? No, not just that. It's a cartoon, guys. You went from adult The Batman to a freaking Pixar movie? No. It's a classic. Yes, this movie is a classic. To be ruled. And you all want me. I'm talking about how come nobody asked for the Amazing Spider-Man in theaters, because it was just the same movie. It was just a Raimi film, but boring. Not to men like you. There are no men like me. Always men like you. This guy is actually Jewish, not German. This is Cap's entrance. Yeah, here we go, baby. I just got chills, man. Here we go. Woo! Yes, sir. Last time I was in Germany, somebody else did it up this way. The Soldier. I don't have many problems with the North anymore, but no, my biggest problem with it, trust me, it's probably the running time. This is amazing, man. Happy 10th anniversary to Avengers, Wreck-It Ralph, and Dino King. Well, I'll do Wreck-It Ralph in November. That's when it came out, so I'll do it. This fight is awesome. Yeah, the cap is a little bit. It's a little bit like swimsuit cat. The cat. I like the head better in the sequels, and of course in even in Winter Soldier. Neil. Alvin and Chipmunks and Chip and Dale crossover again. Disney and Nickelodeon. Here we go. Woo! Here we go. Shoot to thrill. Because shoot to thrill. I'm ready to kill. Woo! Yes, baby. Iron Man. Yep. Video games. Oh, I saw this and I almost lost it. I saw Iron Man and Cap on the screen at the same time. That was a dream come true, guys. I still see this and my eyes light up like torches, man. I did not get that with Eternals. I was bored. Black Widow, it could have been better. The Avengers is definitely better than the Amazing Spider-Man, both of them. Bad Bunny and Fast 9, yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about. He can't act. What were you saying about Disney and Nick? They can't cross over. It's not the runtime. It's what happens to a certain character. Yeah, there's a rape, right? Because, again, they did that in the last duel last year, and I don't want to see that. Movies don't need to have rape in it. It's disgusting. I love this movie, man. I love this. This gave me my identity, guys. Here's Thor. Yep. 45 minutes into the movie, the Thor comes. But, hey, it's a 2-hour movie. Avengers didn't feel long. No, I could have been in the theater for 4 hours, and I did. With Endgame, I never felt the running time. Even Infinity War, I was like, yep, I could be here for another hour. It doesn't matter. There's Thor. His movie comes out in 2 months. This is an epic, guys. Have you heard the song Warriors from Imagine Dragons? I don't know. He's like, get out of here. And the hammer, soon Natalie Portman will have it. Matter. The Rex lost. You have to plan. I have a plan. Attack. Oh, this dialogue. I love this dialogue so much. And after sitting through Eternals, trust me, this dialogue is freaking scripture compared to that movie. Someone made a video on Frozen and TMNT. And I'm so it doesn't dress like that. Oh man, no, it's not rape unless you want me to. I'm going to tell you what happened. It's probably somebody dies in it. I get it. Okay, you can spoil it. It doesn't matter. I don't know the actors in that movie anyway. That's a movie I can skip. I'd rather watch this. This is Shakespeare compared to these dark, depressing ass movie. I don't want to see dark and depressing. I want to see fun. Oh yeah, Chris Hemsworth in his manly voice. I'm going to tell and Loki screams. I love his voice, man. Suck it, Liam. This is like watching a Shakespeare play. I love this. Oh my god. How come Disney and Nickelodeon can't cross over? Because they won't get along. Have you seen Phineas and Ferb's crossover? Yes. Mission Marvel, that was awesome. Potato. No one can wait. What does that mean? No one can replace no one can replace Iron Man. No. Nobody. I love this movie, man. Actually, you fell, Loki. Do you want Family Guy to do MCU parodies? Maybe. I mean, South Park did it. Okay, Ethan Hawke gets killed off in the first 10 minutes. Because he was doing Moon Knight, and if he dies in that, I don't care either. It's not much of a. That's not a kill deep breaker. I don't like him in Moon Knight. I think his acting is fine. I just don't like his character. He's too much of a Harry Potter character villain. Family Guy and South Park crossover. Who knows? The Simpsons and Family Guy. O's son. You give this pointless dream. So good, man. So good. Again, I love Aquaman, but he doesn't have the manliness of Chris Hemsworth. I do like Jason Momoa. It's just I thought that he was in the theatrical cut. It was too much. It was too jokey. That hammer. I cannot wait. I know not where. Watch this. I love that the Iron Man just spears him. Do not touch me again. I love this movie. My dad, what are you talking so much about Cross? I don't know. Don't take my son. No idea what you're in with. Shakespeare in the Park. Does mother know you swear her drapes? It's all yours. Until then, stay out of the way. I love this movie. Allah! Yeah. And they wonder why I love these movies so much. It gave me an identity on YouTube, guys. And of course, stuff like this gives a finger to stuff like Disney Wars. Oh, hell yeah. Force Awakens will never be called a classic. You know why? Because you killed off the original OG characters, you freaking idiots. When Tony dies in Endgame, it's earned. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It's a self-sacrifice. It's not, let's kill him off just in the first 10 minutes. No. That would have been if J.J. Abrams directed these movies, and he didn't. This fight is awesome, by the way. Turning red is a work of the United States government. Yeah, it's propaganda. How about that? Awesome, man. I love this movie so much. If I went to Comic-Con, I would want one of the actors to sign this steelbook. I got the steelbook back in 2012, and I've had it for 10 years. Still in good condition. I cried when Tony died. Yeah, a lot of people did. I didn't, but I felt something. Also, I cried at the end of in Spider-Man No Way Home. When Aunt May died in the third act. Yeah, spoiler alert. Ooh. We don't get movies like this anymore. I'm telling you, multiverse, you better deliver. Venom 2 was terrible. I know. I've heard. And so was Morbius, and so the movie that Bad Bunny's in. I'm not even going to say the name. And these fights are with the heroes are fighting each other. Again, this is how you do it, Batman v Superman. Granted, I don't hate that movie, but this movie, these fights actually have meaning. The score. Hey, that's enough. This is like my childhood coming to life, man. It really is. I come here to end to Loki's schemes. Put the hammer down. No, 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 yeah, no, no. Remember I called you? Let's say, you want me to put the hammer down? This is awesome. I'll never forget this when he hits the shield. Oh my god! Oh, I'm having the time of my life, man. That was amazing. You saw what he did to the hammer? Imagine when Natalie Portman swings a hammer in Love and Thunder. I'm going to just be concerned about that. I'm not concerned if Tessa Thompson kisses another girl. I don't care. After Eternals, you're not going to get gayer than that. Sorry, Disney. Spider-Verse is now a trilogy. Yeah, I know. The other one is Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Because I'm sorry, Moon Knight is nothing like an Avengers. It's more like a supernatural show like Constantine. That's what I felt like. It's too oogly boogly for me. You know? It's self-serious and never jokes around as much, so it doesn't feel Marvel. Except Black Christmas is a terrible work of the U.S. Yeah, that one was a freaking female agenda. He's like, I want to be here. What a masterpiece, man. This movie just, every scene is memorable. There's memorable dialogue, action, and characters. If you try to escape, you simply just that glass. You go through a hole in the ground. This dialogue is like Whedon was reading my mind. 1,000 feet down. Ant. Boot. I love this movie so much. I know I'm going to say that a lot today. Same thing with A New Hope when I see that. Good. Yeah, just show it. It's held. Gorgeous woman. Gemma Chan makes a rant video on Maggie Q, grounded sent to the audience. Yeah, well, Maggie Q is a better actress than her. Watching Avengers lights my mood, considering I got through a lot of stress. Yeah, me too. You kill one piece and you kill because it's fun. You made me very desperate. Ooh, it burns you. I'm so close. The hobo was not a good actress. She never was and never will be. So A New Hope is tomorrow. Yeah, for May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Yeah, I just love this movie so much. I'm glad I waited for a while because I had to do a lot of podcasts earlier this year. Yeah, he does. Star Wars is kind of dead to me. For a lot of people, it was because of Rise of Skywalker. I was already disinterested after Rogue One. I just love Book of Boba Fett and Mando because they gave me what I wanted. Selvig. How do you know Disney and Nickelodeon don't get along? Look at how they rip each other out. But he is my dad card, and he's my brother. People in 2 days. He's adopted. And these jokes have aged like a fine wine, man. Feelings. Point Break, yeah. Point Break because he looks like Patrick Swayze, yeah. Nice Marvel hat. Thanks, man. I've had this hat for about 4 years now. I got it at the Marvel Universe Live. I went to that in February of 2018. It's cringe now. Yeah, Nickelodeon shows pours ranch dressing and that's his background. I don't know what that means. John said Disney and Nickelodeon are rivals. They are. They're always ripping each other off. Look at their shows. Disney does a superhero show. Marvel, Nickelodeon does one. That's nice. That man is playing Galaga. Yeah, I played Galaga. What if the Fairly Odd Parents had a theatrical movie like SpongeBob? So that means none of the live action movies with Jake Bell. Thank you to monster. Thanks, man. And he worked with Mark Ruffalo in Zodiac. I saw a lot of movies with these actors before I saw this. A lot of films. I saw Cellular. I saw Zodiac. I even saw a bunch of art films with Chris Evans and with Scarlett Johansson because, again, I'm a fan of these actors. Monkeys. I knew. I understood that reference. Yeah. Wizard of Oz, one of the greatest movies of all time. That's at least in my top 10. Look, he's playing Galaga. Yeah, I played that on my NES Classic. I'm going to play it tomorrow, possibly. This movie's a masterpiece. Even the science talk, it doesn't sound pretentious and exposition heavy. It fits the rest of the plot. Age of Ultron, I'm probably going to do after I see Multiverse of Madness, mainly because it's long too. The jokes in this movie made me laugh so hard. The Shakespeare in the Park joke was hilarious. Iron Man's fighting Thor and the scene that he had on the floor with Loki. Yeah, that's coming at the end in the third act. we need we need a new Fantastic Four movie. Yeah, we do. Yep. He's not telling us that there are other villains in this multiverse because they haven't even seen Galactus yet. We haven't seen Onslaught or Mojo or other Marvel villains that we have not seen in the MCU yet. I'm just finished my work here, and yeah, he's coming back in the She-Hulk show in this summer. We way better than Sony's Marvels. The only Marvel movies I like from Sony was the Venom movies, and even those have problems. They're not like this. Those movies are bad cartoons. It's a title I made up for a Go Anime made grounded video out of Emily Blunt. Yeah, I just not a fan of hers. I'm glad she's not the Black Widow. She would have sucked. Yeah, her and her horse face. Are these examples are for Casey Undercover and Kendra Danger? Well, in a way. Well, that was a spy show. Yes, sir. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was way too dark and it was boring. It's just the same thing. It's just the same. It's the Sam Raimi movie, but with a darker shade of paint. Black Sabbath shirt, yeah. Because Tony doesn't wear a lot of he doesn't wear a lot of like costumes, just his iron suit. These costumes are amazing, by the way, too. Yeah, he does. I also like that he's wearing a purple shirt, like the like in the comics. That if anyone should direct an MCU reboot of the Fantastic Four is Brad Bird. Yeah, because he did Incredibles and Incredibles 2, which was awesome, by the way. That felt like a Marvel movie. Tom Hardy is not a cartoon in every movie. Yeah, but in the Venom movies he is. And and the Dark Knight Rises he sounded ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's a stupid voice. Nolan thought that was going to be threatening. He sounds like Sean Connery. At least with the Riddler sounded like Kylo Ren, he sounded intimidating this time. I agree Brad Bird should do it. Yeah. Should have killed Hulk. You turn this on for now. What's worse, Eternals or Inspector Gadget? They're both horrible. One ruined my childhood, and the other is the worst MCU movie I sat through in the theater. I was walking around the theater. I was so bored that by the time Brian Tyree Henry kissed his husband, I was like, I'm out. I'm just like, I was checked out mentally. I really was. That's what happens when you don't give me what I want. Even the action scene at the end, it felt soulless and boring and just uneventful. This was a freaking masterpiece. I said it in the theater. When this was over, I clapped and I said, greatest movie ever. And people looked at me like, wow, we really loved it? Yeah. It changed me on the inside, man. I was never the same after I saw this. Eternals, I never want to see a movie like that again. So screw a sequel to that or a Disney Plus show. You bored me enough in your first movie. Why would I want to see it again? Hold on, I gotta charge my phone. Is it all the way over here? I want to snap this thing. So. There she is. I love you, Natalie Portman. I love you so much. I missed her a lot. Inspector Gadget is worse technically. Eternals is just, it's good looking. It's a good looking movie, but it's not, it's boring, man. I was so bored. Mm-hmm. Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption crossover. I don't know. Bill Schneip. But Liz, you don't have those? A Bill Schneip. I wonder. I'm from another country. Where? I know because your name is Milos. Yeah. You Polish or what are you? Mr. Shark. I'm having a baby. Is there a doctor or perhaps several security guards? Oh, yeah, that's the bad guys that wants to be here. Sorry, I didn't know. New rewards. Okay. And double points? Cool. You are so yummy. Oh, Serbia. Oh, ooh, yeah. That's at least on the bright side. At least they Sonic and Tails were in Serbia in the Sonic 2. I love you so. Look at that. Oh my god, that's sweet ass. Hmm. See, you can look sexy and not be exploitive. Mm. What's worse, Creature from the Haunted Sea or the Spectre Gatherer? They're both terrible. Nemesis from Resident Evil versus Hulk. Mm. Yes, I do like this. But mhm. um, yeah, she's not Russian descent, but she could pass for it. Yelena, I'm sorry, you look like a child. You should have stayed on the comic page and not in the theater. I am a Serbian, yeah. 3 tips to go your audience, yeah. I'll do that later. Mm-hmm. Takes her the this is a child. Yeah. Pathetic. Yeah, he's great. Dealers. Virus detected. Ninja Turtles and Alvin. Again, no. Intimately. She looks so scared. What the monster? Why do you keep on saying no to this crossover? Because it's dumb. That's your play, yeah? Wait, no, wait. Hmm. She has the most soothing voice, man. Is the Batman, The Dark Knight Rises recreated 10 years later? In a way, and it's less silly. The Penguin should have been a joke, but he's not. Two. Actually, we're in phase 4, but no, wait, no. I don't, yep. Too bad Josh couldn't join me, but he was probably busy doing a video or something. Her eyelashes. You have to think crossovers are dumb, do you? Some of them are never going to happen, so just leave it out. Me? Gun. The Hulk was scary in the first Avengers. Yeah, it was. It came out of nowhere, and like it was loud in the theater. Yep. See, the Tesseract is making them act up. Yep, we're an hour into the movie and we haven't even gotten to the finale yet. Which, trust me, there'll be a lot of cheering from that. Team, uh, we're, we're we're a time bomb. Just that way. No, them's fighting words. Armor. Take that out. Take that out. Off really are you? Business billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Of course, Loki turns good until Thanos kills him. Yeah, mm, that smile. A fan asking me something. What? Everything is special. They can't you give it a bottle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they're bickering with each other. Teams have tension in the team, but with the Eternals, I don't know what the hell who I was supposed to cheer for. The girl that makes trees, or the freaking diet Superman played by a Scottishman that can't act his way out of a bag. So petty and tiny. No, I tried. My mouth, and the other guy spit it out. Bane's voice in the Dark Knight Rises was weird. Yeah, well, using his normal accent, he still sounds like an idiot. And movies like Wonder Woman 84 didn't need to be this long. It could have been 2 hours even. There's a lot of stuff in that movie that was just padding. Yeah. Again, put on the suit. This movie just even the tension scenes had there's tension because the actors have so much chemistry. You can't manufacture that Disney. You have to have the chemistry. If it's not there, see, not everything is hunky dory. Even in the Avengers, they fight in all the movies. Even in Infinity War, they lost to Thanos because they weren't a team. If people were, but TMNT movie from 2014 was a cancerous garbage. It was bad. Yeah, I already. This is when he gets mad. Yeah, it feels like yesterday when I saw the Avengers. Yeah, I saw it 10 years ago, and I'm still here because I got vaccinated. Not letting some virus beat me. You won't even touch me. This is when he turns into the Hulk. Yeah, he's like, get out of here. Your life. Which was worse, CGI Michael Bay Turtles or Rogue One? Oh no, Rogue One looked like a bad video game. You feel bad for the Hulk. Look at it. Look at his face. Look. It was the first time we saw the Hulk since the Incredible Hulk movie in 2008. Because that Ang Lee's Hulk was terrible. Turtles was trash. It felt like some kind of Indian superhero movie or something. Yeah, and I was bored. Why was it 2 hours and 23 minutes? That's how long this movie is. But this is a movie cinematic masterpiece. Eternals wishes it was the Avengers. It was more like a diet version of Power Rangers, the Justice League, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at Loki's face. And Stardust screwed things up. Yeah, because again, because Chris Pratt is a dumbass. You affiliated freakhead. Coming up. Yes, sir. On the left. You can in his face that Banner didn't want to be the Hulk in that moment. Yeah, and it's you get more emotion out of those eyes than you do with Venom going, "I'm out of Eddie's closet." Yeah, Hughes. Who's worse, Florence or they? Oh, there's no competition. The hobo's the worst because she raped me in the theater. Bento was just boring and I look like a robot. Yeah, you. There she is. She's hiding, and it was pretty scary because we didn't know where it was going to come out of. It's like a horror movie. The thing is that Marvel's tried to be so dark now that Multiverse of Madness can have horror elements, but please don't make it boring. Oh, this scared me in the theater because I didn't see that coming out. Look at this. Look at this shot. You see the Hulk running in the background right after her again. That's something I'm never going to forget, man. Yep, Thor beats him. Oh no, I forgot about that one. I'll just find that later. There, I got it on my history. This fight was awesome. Kevin Michael Richardson is Galactus. It's awesome. This scene is great. Got all the characters on the thing except for Hawkeye because he's still controlled by Loki. But it's amazing, man. This movie. There's a reason why this made $1 billion. The first Marvel movie in history to do that, by the way, because the Spider-Man movies didn't do that until uh, Far From Home. The episode where Henry Danger sacrifices to save the city is called "The Fate of Danger." Again, trying to be like Marvel, and then they try to copy Disney with their superhero show, which was Mighty Med. Copies. Look at the Hulk; looks great. I live for these movies, man. They're my cinematic lifeblood now. The MCU. There were a few hiccups last year, but this year will make up for it. Because after Moon Knight, I'm like, no more mediocrity. I mean it. Freddie Stroma's name spelled differently. Yeah, I don't care about him. Should watch the episode. I don't watch Henry Danger. Sorry, it's not for me. Yep, there we go. Maria Hill got her scene. Yes, sir. That's great. Yeah, don't get too close. He shoots him, and then he wonders why he throws him out of the jet. John, you should watch the episode. Wait, who is worse, Tyler Perry or Chris Tucker? They're both annoying. Watch this. I get it. When Disney does Lab Rats and Mighty Men, Nickelodeon rips it off with Henry Danger and the Thundermans. Yeah, exactly. Maggie Q. Yeah. Watch this. He jumps. Yep. It took an hour for the Hulk to show up, but again, it's buildup. Yep, he got him. He throws him, so he doesn't kill him. He's lucky that he got away. Mm. That was awesome. Iron Lantern, Every Danger is not a ripoff. Does it even matter? It's not a funny show. I never laughed once. Mayonnaise, yeah, I don't like mayonnaise. Of course, I have nothing to do with this movie, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you saw how shaken up she is. I never felt any terror, any tension for Florence. Never. The tension was in my stomach because ever since she opened her mouth, and she is just a diversion. There's a reason this from 10 years ago made $1 billion. Black Widow didn't even make half that because it's not Scarlett's movie. You freaking idiots! And you released it during a pandemic. What the hell were you expecting? The only movie to make $1 billion last year was Spider-Man because people wanted to see it. Nobody asked for Eternals. No one asked for What If. No one asked for that. That was just Kevin Feige, doing that out of obligation. No! Are you not going to fall for that? You're not going to fall for that. But this is when her fight is fight with Natasha. This is great. See, and I could see the fight scene. They don't hide it in the shadows like the Underworld sequels, where it's so dark I can't see what's going on. Because I swear, Blood Wars is so dark, especially when they're outside, I can't see a thing. Is it possible for Marvel Secret Wars to be in the MCU? Yeah, they're doing Secret Wars. What do you think Secret Invasion is? Oh, I guess you don't want to look at that at the under what conditions would you watch Gummo and Julian Donkey Boy? I don't even know what that is. Wait for these. And I don't know what it does. Yeah. And Coulson doesn't die, so this death was not meaningless, but it was retconned in Agents of Shield because he was just Clark Gregg was just too light. So they're like, no, we're gonna keep him for a while longer until at least Captain Marvel. because that's a prequel to this. So it's all connected, guys. Moon Knight does not feel connected. It feels so disconnected from the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm like, it might as well not even be a Marvel thing. It's a cool looking character, but I want to see that character. I guess you don't want to look at the chat. It's fine. You know what? I'm going to have to do this because I want to see. This is about the movie. I know. Wrong person. Just remove it. This is a great fight scene. Mm-hmm. I could have given him a concussion. Yep, you messed up my hair. Yep, he fell. He's a Thor's in that little. He's basically an escape pod from Star Wars. Just they shooting it in the daytime. Why did you remove the comment again? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We're almost an hour and 30 minutes into the movie. We still got about 40 or 50 minutes left. God, supposed to try. Where's my disadvantage? Like conviction. Watch. So that's what it does. That's awesome. There's Iron Man pushing the. Henry Danger is for adults and for kids. Well, I don't see that. Come on. Yep, he got him. He just saved Tony. He just saved Tony from getting shredded. I hope Venom 3 is not going to happen. I don't want it to happen. I'm sick of these Sony movies. They ruin every single Marvel character that they can. They haven't ruined Spidey anymore because he's making billions of dollars for them. But with Venom, it's bullshit. With Morbius, it was too little too late. Nobody cares about Magento as a main character. I said that out of anger. Stop freaking throwing it back in my face. Stop talking about the stiletto. This is about the Avengers, not stiletto. I did that podcast months ago. Again, that was a different time for me. That was before I was vaccinated and before all this stress that I've had and all these deaths I had in my family. So give me a break. Michelle Jones is a good character in these Spider-Man movies, but she's not the main focus. She's not a spider person. Even in No Way Home, I thought she's basically Peter's emotional core. That's it. Her and when Aunt May is dead, basically, she's not like a spider person like the way Gwen is, or what was it, Penny Parker or whatever. It's just not. You keep mentioning the freaking thing. I'm not interested. Okay, guys, I am not interested. to a cat, a space cat. Mm-hmm. The Avengers Initiative. Mm-hmm. Remarkable. Why did you put Sonic in timeout? Because he's not making sense. There's going to be a Madam Web movie, yeah, but they better do it right. Don't waste Olivia Wilde's time, please. He didn't die because they retconned that in a year later. Agents of Shield came out on ABC. Oh yeah, there's Henry Dean Stanton. May he rest in peace. By the way, he was talking about you saying that nobody cares about Michelle Johnson. Again, that was months ago. Green and podcast naked nude. Are you an alien? Yeah, that's a nice nod to that. Henry Dean Stanton was an alien. Son, you've got a condition. Yeah, thank you, Harry D. Stanton. That's a good cameo. It's a really good cameo. It's a cameo we'll never get again because he's passed away. Well, let me move my legs because I've been sitting for almost 2 hours. Well, it's going to be over soon, so yeah. I took a nice long walk today, so yeah. Actually, the metal did, but yeah. And also the lie at the end of Black Widow that he was the one that killed Natasha, that was stupid. That's a lie. That's as dumb as when they said, "Oh, the Sandman killed Uncle Ben." Again, a retcon because that's what happens when writers run out of ideas. How long did you put the Sonic? Just for a couple minutes. I needed a break, guys. You start making sense. Is that poster behind you from Endgame? Yes. And that one is from the original Avengers, and the one right behind me is from Captain Marvel. Because I regret nothing. Brie gave me happiness when I saw that movie. If that was Lily, I would have walked out. Or Gemma Chan, I would have walked out. Or Kristen Stewart or Natalie Dormer, I would have walked out. You got to give me somebody that I care about. I'm seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania for the new villain and for the new Cassie that's playing Catherine Newton. I want to see it for her because she deserves her shot in the MCU now. And Fast 9, do you think John Cena being Dominic's brother is a good idea? No, it was stupid. It was stupid because it came out of nowhere. How come we're not getting ourselves? We are not soldiers. He wants a big this guy. He wants a son of a bitch. Yeah, yeah. He does. He takes his. This is the third act, guys. So you will hear a lot of noise from me. Did you see my sentence? We're not getting a Michelle Jones movie because they're focusing on Miles getting into the MCU next. Here we go. Here we go, baby. This is the third act that changed everything. The best third act, one of the best third acts in cinema history. This one, the one from Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Endgame, the last Spider-Man movie. Yeah, you have to have a powerful third act, or you're gonna feel. People said that Shang-Chi was dumb. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm mugging. When Shang-Chi's third act was flawed, but it was still very visually appealing. Son, just don't. Son, love this movie. Had blood on it. Yeah, they needed to push. Mm-hmm. And plus, and plus, plus Maria Hill is not a superhero. She's just an agent that has some skills. This movie's still amazing. You would think I would be bored after this, but I'm not. Because this third act knocked my socks off, man. This is why this movie is still relevant today. Shut it down, Dr. Selvig. This is why he lost his mind in Thor the Dark World. At least Thor the Dark World was short. It wasn't freaking 3 hours. Like, and Eternals, Wonder Woman 84, and the Snyder Cut, they're too long. Again, do you want to be Block Sonic? Because if that's you, if you know, again, stop mentioning old podcasts. I don't want to know about my old podcasts. I didn't even see my Stiletto podcast for months because again, I did that to get it done. Plus, I don't have that movie anymore because it was scratched. Not my fault. It was just in a bad packaging and it got scratched. No, actually, I'm here to threaten you. There's Did you live stream? You did that live stream a month ago? No, it was actually 2 months ago, because it's May now. Trending. I think I did that podcast in March. I don't think it was in April. Man of Steel sucks. Saab was atrocious. Yeah, overacting. The Avengers. Call themselves a team. World's Mightiest Heroes. Yes, sir. Your brother, the demigod. Soldier. Such a legend. He had grammar issues. Matters so every single one of them. Not a great plan. When they come, and they will. We have a Hulk. There's a missing point here. There's no version of this where you come out on top. So maybe your Ari comes, and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. Because we can't protect the Earth. Damn well sure we'll vengeance. See, that's a great speech. See, just like in Lord of the Rings, like, this day we fight and all that. You want to just get pumped for a fight. Yeah, I love to see. Cling! You missed. Cling! It's just like, I am inevitable. Cling! Huh? Gotcha. I heard of CinemaCon that in The Flash they're bringing back Michael Shannon's General Zod. Why? He's dead already. He doesn't have to come back. Yep, no blood. Oh! Yep, this is new. Mock suit, and I prefer the round arc reactor over the triangular one. Awesome, and they don't have to hide who they are. The Avengers, people already know who they are. Who was the person you pissed off? His name was Phil. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's the multiverse opening up in a few days. I cannot wait. Please be like this. I'm not saying the acting is going to be as epic, because you have Baron Mordo. I've heard he's a good villain in the comics, but I'm not a fan of that actor. I'm just not. He plays a villain in everything, and he's not good at it. I'm sorry. Did you hear that Disney's bringing back 2D animation? Yeah, because they're sick of the CG. Not everything needs to be CG. Hand-drawn still looks amazing. Look at this scene. This is where the fights... If Sonic asks a question, it doesn't mean you have to block him. No, I just don't want to hear it. I'm not going to answer it. Plain simple. I want to enjoy this last 30 minutes. Don't take this away from me, guys. When I see multiverse, I won't even be on here. I won't be on YouTube or Facebook until I get home. Here we go. This is New York's Manhattan getting blown up. And this is where Kate Bishop was during this attack on New York. She was in a condo in Manhattan. Excuse me. There's Ashley Johnson, the voice of in Ben 10. Time it's 3:07. Yeah. The Tesseract. I'm sorry, but John was kind of harsh telling him he has nobody to talk to. Again, that was a while back. Don't bring back old shit. That's in the past. What's in the past is in the past. Here we go, the fight. This is where the beam in the sky was first created. Other movies copied it. Yes, it did. Too many times. Suicide Squad, Ghostbusters 2016, even Into the Spider-Verse did that. So if you want to say if another movie did it animated, yeah, that movie did it. It did it well. It just didn't do it as well. This felt a lot more like a Star Wars movie than anything we got with Force Awakens. I was just by the third act, I was just limp. Yep, here we go. Man of Steel fight scene felt like a Dragon Ball Z fight, but badly done. Where the camera's too close, and it's just too much. We're down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Citibank. Oh boy, this is the fight scene, man. This is the formation. Those are those giant creatures with the big mouth. You saw them in Homecoming. Yeah. That looks freaking awesome. Look at that. It's like a Settle of the Colossus creature. Or a Transformer. I don't know why John keeps on saying the Michelle Jones movie is not going to happen. Yeah, if it happens, whatever. I'll eat pie, but humble pie. But I don't really care at this point because, like I said, I want to see what I want to see. That's probably not going to get made for 5 more years because Zendaya's young, but she's busy doing Dune 2. So, I'm seeing it. So certainly, I'm believing. Little said, "Well, see that that's only true. Can you stop talking about it? Yeah, stop talking about the past. The stiletto thing. I only did that to get it out of the way. I was supposed to do that last year. To be fair, he stabbed him right in the side, just so like in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Body slam. Yep, he's like, I'm gonna fly out of here. You saw the Asians were running away. Yeah, look at that. That looks amazing. The cops are running, of course. Yeah, because this is New York City. It's used to getting attacked. I mean, look what happened a few weeks ago, like a month ago in Sunset Park. So there was another threat. What did you tend to call the cops on me? I'm a kid. Again, I didn't know that, little Sim. I thought you were at least 18. You're a child. This is awesome. Get over it. Move on. This is awesome. Him jumping on the bus. Yeah, again. Eat it, Fast 9. This is how you do it right without it looking like a cartoon. See, at least these people, they save people. Unlike in Man of Steel, I remember Budapest very differently. Watch, this is Cap. This is side or the so wait out the streets. Why the hell should I listen to you? I love this scene because he does this because he's the captain. That's why. Mm-hmm. That's why. Yes, sir. That is a great scene. Like people were clapping because again, he's like, "Why should I listen to you? Because I just saved you several times." I love these movies, man. Even the third act of Endgame was great. I mean, of Infinity War was great. It's just the ending was just so depressing, but it subverted expectations the right way, unlike the Last Jedi. Yep, hell yeah, buddy. He just said that out of anger. Okay, it's a team. Yeah, get in line. Yep, there he is on a motorcycle. I love this. This formation is fantastic, man. What I miss? Is this horrible? Yeah, me too. I saw the Black Widow movie. A little worse. Oh yes, I love this. That scene is awesome. Yes, sir. I don't see that as a party. There we go. That would be a good time. You get angry. That's my secret cap. I'm always angry. Yes, sir. Oh, I love this. Yeah, people were clapping in the theater. Yeah. This is what happens when you give the fans what they want. And even if non comic book fans went to see this movie as a movie, it still holds up. Da, da, da. Here we go, baby. He takes his mask off. Woo! Yes! Woo! There we go. The circle that will never be recreated. Woo! Yes! I'm going to do that in the theater a lot, guys. So you will hear me. Everybody in the Alamo Draft House will. He's going to come after me. No, I'm not. Again, I didn't say come after you guys. Get over it. I'm just. Here we go. I love this. Yeah. You'll never recreate that, Disney. You will never recreate that circle. Eternals didn't even come close. Yet, rid of Legolas. I love Lord of the Rings. Yep. Yep. And Hulk. Yep. I love this. Yes, sir. I love this. Oh my god. It's like a fan movie. It was made for the fans, man. Look at that. That's awesome. He's punching the hell out of these things like Wreck-It Ralph. I'm gonna wreck it. That's great. I love that. There's a reason this movie made $1 billion and is still one of the highest grossing movies of the past decade, guys. Nothing in 2020 even came close. Or last year. Yes, No Way Home made more than this, but barely. It still didn't touch Avengers Endgame or Infinity War. Those are still on the top of the food chain of summer blockbusters. Summer blockbusters, not winter blockbusters. Wow, just unbelievable, man. Yeah, the console. Again, that's like Star Wars. Give it off the streets. Oh, I love that. That's great. He just shoots without even looking. He's like, not even looking. Just awesome. Look at this. A lot of collateral damage, but it's not like Man of Steel where everything is completely destroyed. It's like it looks too 9/11 ish, and they didn't invite me. For Endgame, I'm gonna do it upstairs, not down here. Look at this, because the movie's very long. Oh yeah, buddy. I know this will give you a personal vibe, but so he's ain't gonna put him out of his misery. That's kind of hard. Again, I was angry at that time, guys. Get over it. Yeah, this is her stunt double. Yeah, you sure? Yeah, it'll be fun. Watch. Yeah. See, that was her stunt double. It was done really well though, because she can't fly. She's not Captain Marvel or these other characters that can fly. Even Wasp needs a suit to fly. You know. Yeah. This is awesome. I love this. Look at this. Watch. This is awesome. This is for the fans, man. Oh yes. That's awesome. See, again, this is how you do a cinematic epic. Yes, it's a lot of CG, but it's an event. You came to see a spectacle, man, and we're gonna get that in 3 days. Damn it! After so much months of nothing in the MCU in the theaters. Hmm. These are better than Fast and the Furious because they know what they are. They're not trying to be something they're not. This is the machine. This is the creature that Adrian Toomes. So, oh yeah, the punch. I love this. He sucker punched Thor. That was great. Which Sonic movie was more the spirit of the game? The first one, or the second. The second one was a lot like the game, but the first one just I loved it so much for getting me out of that dark place during 2020. We needed a movie like that during 2020 with how hard it was. Grand Central Station, yeah. Oh, this is when they take off his mask, yeah, but he still fights. Oh yeah, the bank. This is when they take his mask off. But to be fair, they only do it once. In the Amazing Spider-Man, like half the time, he takes his mask off too much. Way too much. And the villain takes his mask off too. It's too much. Here it is. He takes his mask off. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. See, vulnerability. That's what we love about the Avengers over the Eternals. If I'm taking things seriously, it's just that what Eric's telling a kid, you're going to call the cops. Again, you guys got to get over what I said. If not, I'm going to delete that podcast. That way you can't use it in court. So just enough already. That was a few months ago. Get over it. You guys like to hold grudges. Just let it go already. You're lucky I let it. So, but this is a stupid ass decision. All right. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I'm just not even going to look at the chat because if you're not talking about the movie, I don't care. I want to enjoy this. I'm glad it's not going to be a chat when I see Multiverse of Man. It's like, bitch, please. That is the greatest thing. He's like, I got it. Uh-oh. That's some Wile E. Coyote shit right there. Oh, I love this scene. Yeah. Enough! You believe me? I'm a god, you turtlet creature. Oh my god. he body slammed him like freaking Godzilla, man. Oh man. It's amazing, man. This movie, yeah, it gave me a lot of laughs even in the beginning of the movie, but this final battle is just amazing. I want to enjoy it. Quest review Alvin and the Chipmunks 2015 series. It's not over yet. I'm not going to review anything that's not over yet. It's close to the role models. So. Yeah, this is when he goes inside the creature and then flies right through because it is part creature. It has living cells. He's out of arrows. Yeah, see, he runs out of arrows. That's awesome. We're 2 hours in already. The last 20 minutes are basically just a wrap up, and then there's the end credits and the two post credit scenes. Yep. See, at least when he does Tarzan, he is a superhero. Unlike in Fast and the Furious 9, when they do this, it's like it's ridiculous. They can like never get hurt. Yep, this is when Shuri uses a bazooka and blows him out of the sky. Yes, sir. Just a missile. What would you give Black Widow 4 because it disappointed me? It's amazing, yeah. Both Chris's in the same spot. See, they're tired because they fought so much. That's awesome. Yep. He played bowling. He hit them like bowling pins. Yep. Hand in hand. Yes, to shoot it into the space. In your commentaries, are you meant for kids? Why do you do animated films? Well, because again, I like to do DC stuff. I don't do kids movies like some of the old classic Disney movies because they're too short. Here we go. He shoots it right into the sky. Yep, there we go. Into space. I should have told people from the very beginning that my channel was not meant for little kids because then they misunderstand what I say. Adults. Act adult. Call failed. Yep. No reception. Yep, there's the Death Star and blows up. I do animated films for my amusement, not for kids. I don't have kids. Even if I did, I wouldn't let them see it. They can watch the movies on their own. Yeah, he barely just made it out. It's coming in too fast. Yep, Hulk got him. Yep. Hulk can jump like a Super Mario brother. Ugh. Well, that was freaking awesome. Still as epic as it was when I saw this in the theater 10 years ago. It changed me inside. I love that. He scares the bejesus out of him. Please tell me no one kissed me. We won. Yes, sir. We all did. All the audience's members did. Guys, come in tomorrow. It's Swama. What is, but I can say. Mm-hmm. Don't you beat me. You don't do anything wrong. Why you're not going to look at the chat? Because it's almost over. That's why, and I wanted to enjoy that. I'm not a babysitter, obviously. Look at this. This is the 6 of them in frame. Yeah, what now, bitch? If it's all right to you, I think I'll have that drink now. That drink now. Yep, and the movie it ends after this when they. This is the people. Yes, sir. The one and only. There will never be another Avengers like this. So you got a Captain America's. Yes, rest in peace, Stanley. Thanks, man. That looks like I thought that was Olivia Wilde. Yeah, John, you're not looking. You're really not looking at the chat. No, because like I said, we're done. The movie's almost over. Unless you're gonna say something about there's Ashley Johnson. It's a good voice actress. We heard you. We heard you. Yeah, the audiences love this movie. Avengers 5 will not be the same without Chris Evans. Well, without any of the cast. Because, well, Loki stole it and then went to his own show on Disney Plus. I could take this hat off because the movie's over. So I got to go take a shower and then take a nap. Yep. He shoved he put a thing on his mouth to shut him up. Yeah, and when the sequel came out, I was there with bells on. Or every world knows it, including the multiverse. There is. How Chris Hemsworth is still in the MCU? Yeah. He's still in the MCU because Thor 4 is coming out in July, and I can't wait to see it. And there it is, the A. That's what this movie gets from me. A. Hell yeah. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Woo! Story by Zach Penn and Joss Whedon. Mm-hmm. Now we'll just get to the end credit scenes and see I don't have to be here another half hour. Kevin Feige, yes. Hell yeah, buddy. This movie's still amazing 10 years later. This is the standard for superhero movies now. Alan Silvestri, great score, man. He did it this one. And are you going to do a live commentary on Age of Ultron? Not this week, because I have to do Star Wars tomorrow. Next week after Multiverse of Madness, I'll try to do it. I'll set it up. Bam, bam. Yep, sir, my favorite. I don't think he did the second movie, though. Danny Elfman did the score for Avengers 2. Stellar Skarsgård. Samuel Jackson is Nick Fury. The perfect casting, man. You couldn't have done it better. Paramount, not Disney. So suck it, Disney, and you and your pandering. Dun, dun. A Joss Whedon film. Yes, he did this. Get over your hate over the Snyder Cut. Geesh. At least we got that. But that wasn't this. This movie was way too long, and it should have ended after 2 hours, not 4. It's like 2 movies in one. This film was one film. Here we go. Thanos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. This is not, by the way, this is not Josh Brolin's face. It's another actor's face. Others them will court death. Mm-hmm. Thanos, baby. Oh, yeah. When people saw that, they went crazy. Let's skip to the end because this end credit scene is too long. So I just want to skip to it. Hop right to it. When we get to the music, I'll stop. There's a lot of people that worked on this movie. I want Galactus. Yeah, I want that because he just eats worlds. He didn't even have to snap his fingers. And Island did the special effects and did a great job. Thank you for watching my chat. I'm sorry that the chat was too long, but again, it's a 2-hour movie. What do you expect? At least for Star Wars, it'll be a lot shorter because A New Hope is the shortest of the films. And there we go. Just leave it there. It's like 8 minutes of end credits. I didn't see this scene in the theater. Amazing World of Gumball, I've never seen it. This is just eating shawarma. And why was Chris Evans was covering his face because he had a beard because he was doing I think he was doing a Snowpiercer, so he was growing facial hair. I didn't see the scene in the theater, so I got to see it when it was on Blu-ray. But it's just them eating. It wasn't setting up the next movie. Shrek and Madagascar crossover. Well, that was it. Yeah, Walt Disney distributed this, but they did not make this movie. Marvel. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care. And tomorrow it will be May 4th, so I'll be doing Star Wars: A New Hope, because there will be a New Hope for this year once it gets a Multiverse of Madness in 3 days. I can't wait. I'll be doing a review for that on May 6th after I come home. This movie's still amazing, man. I still love this movie, every frame of it. That's all I got to say. You're not going to do better than this or Endgame. Sorry, but maybe Multiverse can get pretty close. But that goes. We need another Avengers type epic nowadays. Thanks for watching. Love this movie. Still a masterpiece. Take care. John Avenger signing out.